For years, the taxpayer-funded City University of New York, CUNY, like many universities, has abandoned education for political activism, which, today, often tolerates and promotes Jew hatred. For decades, CUNY was a school where Jews flourished, but by promoting social justice and diversity over colorblind merit, the number of Jewish students, faculty, and board members have plummeted in recent years. Hostility towards and abuse of Jewish students has increased significantly, especially with the influx of immigrants from the Middle East. And in both 2022 and 23, the CUNY Law School commencement ceremony featured student speakers from deeply anti-Jewish cultures and who used their platform to promote Palestinian terrorism against Jews. 2022's class speaker, Nerdeen Kiswani, is the founder of Within Our Lifetime, an anti-Israel terrorism-supporting group which demands the destruction of the State of Israel within its activists' lifetimes. Fatima Musa Muhammad was 2023's student speaker. She is also associated with WOL, and her CUNY Law commencement speech slandered and demonized Israel and its Jewish supporters. She ended with a call for her fellow graduates to fight against Zionism around the world. Scandalously, the students, faculty, and CUNY's law school dean Suda Sethi applauded once Muhammad had finished speaking. Though he eventually condemned the speech, CUNY board chair Bill Thompson refused to hold Dean Sethi accountable for promoting open hatred of Jews. On June 12, 2023, New York's Jewish Community Relations Council chose to honor Bill Thompson with its Service Award at its annual gala at the New York Historical Society Museum. A group of Jewish activists, enraged by this failure of leadership, protested the event. One of them was Jeffrey Lax, a CUNY Law School professor of 20 years and president of Students and Faculty for Equality, SAFE. Lax has been fighting for years against anti-Semitism at CUNY with no help from establishment leaders. As Lax was standing outside the building, former JCRC CEO Ronald Weiner walked out and engaged Professor Lax and Professor Susan Aronoff in an angry discussion. Weiner is a prominent New York businessman. He is active in many charities, including being a trustee of the Mohammed bin Salman College of Business and Entrepreneurship, a business school located in Mecca in Saudi Arabia. This clearly makes it difficult for Weiner to deal with the sort of Islamic Jew hatred so rampant at CUNY. And so, not surprisingly, though he has a leadership role in the Jewish community, Weiner failed to respond to the most outrageous of Jew hatred. And, naturally, he also fails to acknowledge those who are fighting the growing hostility. In his exchange with Lax and Aronoff, he became hostile and abusive when confronted with his failure.
Do you think JCRC has done a good job in protecting Jews at CUNY? Do you think defending Sally Abdallah as the discrimination head at CUNY is the right thing to do? You haven't answered my question. Has JCRC done a good job defending Jews at CUNY?
Depends on the level of issue.
He won't even answer the question. Has JCRC done a good job defending Jews at CUNY?
The answer is yes from the top down.
Do you know that in the 45 senior leadership at CUNY there are 0 Jews left?
Do you know that I know that? Where the have you been in all these intervening years?
Excuse me, I've been fighting for 8 years. Are you joking?
Apparently you've not been very effective, have you?
Nor have you.
What have you done? I have not been effective. We're bringing attention to this.
You definitely are. You're creating.
Has JCRC done a good job defending Jews at CUNY?
Instead of unifying the Jewish community, you're creating schisms, and I take you back to the Second Temple and the behavior
What
of
about
the two
Stephen
extremes.
Weiss during World War II? Was Ben Hecht right to challenge him?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, then you don't know much about Jewish
Let's
history.
assume
That's famous.